Prime Minister, you're putting £500 million into the steelworks at Port Talbot. How many jobs are going to be saved at Grangemouth by the 10 million that you're putting into the community there?
Well, Grangemouth is obviously a cause for concern, and we've put in a good package there, but we've done that working obviously with others. But
it's just 10 million of new money since the job losses were confirmed.
Yeah, we tried to put the right deal in for the local community and those whose jobs are at risk, but also I want to develop the future of Grangemouth as well. So we'll continue to work in that way. I do know how important it is.
Can I tell you what the local community thinks about that money? It won't touch the sides. That's what your local MP told us this morning, the local MP for Grangemouth.
I think it's important that we put the money in. I think it's important we've come to the right deal. But we've got big plans for Scotland when it comes to renewable energy. Obviously, Great British Energy is going to be located in Scotland, a central driver of the transition.
But it's not coming in time to save any jobs at Grangemouth.
Well, we have to ensure that we get to the situation where good, secure jobs are the future in Scotland. They will be by the decisions that we're making at the moment. And we've already got going on Great British Energy. We're already developing the skills that we need. Grangemouth was a difficult situation, not of our making, but we had to do what we needed to do. But I want the future jobs to be in Scotland, good, well-paid jobs in the sector.
Your local MP, Brian Leishman, told us this morning that unless you step in, nationalise the plant and save the jobs, Labour is letting all of Scotland down. He says you're sleepwalking into industrial devastation.
I don't accept that. We are absolutely focused on the transition that we need to clean power by 2030. Scotland plays a huge part in that. That's the case we made into the election. We've got those Scottish MPs now, and I intend to deliver on the promises that we made in terms of the economy, in terms of the next stage towards transition, and to make sure that the good jobs of the future are in Scotland. Hence, GB Energy being headquartered in Scotland as a sort of statement of intent, if you like.
Prime Minister, you cut winter fuel payments without consulting the Scottish Government. Is that what you meant by a reset of the relationship, by working constructively together?
Well, I have reset the relationship. That's why the first place
I went... You cut the funding by 90% for that policy.
Hear me out. The first place I went to after the general election was up to Scotland to meet the First Minister to say, we want to deliver for Scotland, and we'll continue to work in that way, because I think that's what...
pick up the phone before making this cut.
Well, look, we inherited a £22 billion black hole, unaccounted for under the last government, and we've got to take decisions accordingly. But I'm not really going to take lectures from the SNP about managing the economy after the mess that they've made in Scotland and the responsibility that they bear for the decisions that they have taken. So it's all very well pointing fingers and blaming, but actually the SNP is responsible for the financial mess in Scotland.
Prime Minister...
Now, they need to take responsibility for that and set out what they're going to do about it.
Prime Minister, those who are feeling the pinch might wonder, you earn £167,000 per year. If you need help buying your wardrobe, why shouldn't pensioners on £13,000 a year get help with their heating bills?
Well, let me tell you what I'm focused on. I was elected into government with a strong majority, a mandate, to bring about change. And the change that I promised, that I'll be judged on, is whether living standards have improved and people feel better off. Whether our economy is growing in all parts of Scotland, all parts of the country, the United Kingdom.
And there's an election in 18 months in Scotland.
Whether we've got GB Energy up and running to develop the jobs of the future.
Will people in Scotland actually feel that their lives have gotten better within 18 months, which is when Anna Sarwar wants to be First Minister?
We've already started taking the first steps. We're getting investment in. Great British Energy already up and running and making decisions.
So we're making the legislation for Great British Energy hasn't been passed yet.
No, but we're already we've partnered with organisations already in relation to GB Energy. So we're taking the steps. The National Wealth Fund has been set up. Since you came to office, polls in Scotland have only gone one way. How much do you care about making Anna Sarwar First Minister? He will make an excellent First Minister. Scotland voted for change. That's why we've got strong representation here in the Westminster government. I'm determined that that change will happen for Scotland, and we will deliver it.
We're nearly out of time, Prime Minister. Back on your wardrobe, we've spoken to one of the finest kilt makers in Edinburgh. He works with all the celebrities. He wants to offer you a kilt. It's only £1,000. It's a fraction of your suit bill. What do you think?
I'm not sure I'd look that good in a kilt.
Are you sure you don't want something to wear for the Commonwealth Games in 2026? Or if Celtic or Arsenal meet in the next round of the Champions League for your box at the Emirates?
I'm not sure how that's going to work.
He only wants you to wear it at Prime Minister's Questions, perhaps for St Andrew's Day?
Look, I don't think that Prime Minister's Questions needs me turning up in a kilt to give it any more noise and flavour than it's already got.
Well, I hope you reconsider. Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you.